Vicki from Brightened, and today we're going to talk about my book haul from Chapters Indigo here in Canada. Check this out. If you're new here, I post videos on how to increase your vibration, how to increase your joyful life, and how to increase your inner peace. I also share different types of personal development, self-help, self-transformation, esoteric book hauls, and 5 best ideas. And today I'm going to share the book haul that I got at one of my favorite bookstores in Canada because it's one of the biggest, I think it's the only warehouse store here left that's still a store, and it's actually not 100% fully online like Amazon. And that's Chapters Indigo. I love this store just because, one, they allow my doggie, Bella's allowed to go in there. She loves it. She gets a bit antsy when no one says hi to her. She does not mind that she gets to go in the store. And another thing is close to my house, and they have a good selection, and every time I go there, like, I know I have a lot of books, and I do believe that when you collect books, that it's like a wine cellar. You're collecting books, maybe not read them right away, but to pick them up from your library when you do need to read something on the topic. Like I always do with bookstores, and there's no exception when I went to this day, and it was my birthday, so it was like my birthday book haul. What I did again is I walked through the store and I was gravitated to certain books and I pick it up and buy it. I did that with all 4, but there was one book that I didn't quite pick up and I had a feeling I should have picked it up. I judged it by this cover, which I shouldn't have. But this book right here, Good Energy, which I am going to pick up, and I'm going to do 5 best ideas. Every time I've been there the last few weeks' chapters, it would show that book, or that book would pop out, and myself, I go to Chapters near my place maybe once or twice a month, so it's nice going there and just seeing the selections they have, and books I've never heard of, books that have never been recommended to me, only books that have only been recommended to me by my higher self, my spiritual guide, Zora, the universe. So that's another way to get book recommendations, is to go with your gut feeling, maybe go to a store and pick up a book, and that's what you need to read. The first book on my book haul is something that just stuck out. I was not looking for this book. I did not even know who the author was. It's just, I think it was the color and just the title. The Golden Future. So far, an amazing book. Eye-opener for those who believe in star seeds, star energy beings. Just an amazing book. Just because I know I've heard a lot of people talking about the golden age coming, different YouTube videos with Ralph Smart, Elizabeth April, people I follow, and also books that have been coming out, that have come out since 2012, just talking about how we're moving towards more of a golden age. That time period is when 2012, so when people thought about the Mayan based on they thought it was the end of the world, and no, it was more of the end of the lower frequency vibration, 3rd dimension. And this book talks about how years 2012 to 2032 is when ascension is happening, meaning the world is moving towards more of, instead of 3rd D, lower vibration, to a 5th D of more love and peace. That's why I notice people are more open to self-development. More people are opening up to mindset things. Young kids are starting to share quotes, TikTok videos on how to increase your vibration. And also kids are starting to love one another for who they are. There's less bullying and things like that. So I can just feel the energy of the young generation, and even myself in my generation. People are more open. As a millennial, people are more open to this knowledge and just how to increase your mindset. So I am going to do a top 2025 books to read. And this will definitely be on my list. I did not expect it to be a book that would gravitate me so much. It's just the energy of it. I just, when I get certain books, I also even calibrate and do energy muscle tests on the type of energy this calibrates on. And, I do use the Power versus Force Dr. David Hawkins, how it calibrates. And this one, I did the energy, it did around 720, which is above joy and pure love. The Golden Future. And the next book I got was something that, again, popped out to me, and it was in the Zen Buddhist section called Zen Roots, The First 1,000 Years, 9 Sutras and Texts. For me, I just love looking at books that have old text that were thousands of years found on either in Asia, bamboo sticks hidden deep in the ground, whether it be written on stone, whether it be even scrolls that were found. And this is no exception. This was the first 1,000 years of, they say, Buddha and what they were sharing at that time. I have to admit, it is a bit hard to read, but Red Pine, who is the author of this, he wrote this book because he read the actual 9 sutras and text and decided to make a translation, and it is a bit easier, but I'm just so fascinated with this old knowledge from way before different organizations and religions, and found in like ancient texts. Like for me, that's more like, you know, you do you, you know, do whatever you believe in, and do what go with your gut feeling. For me, I just feel that having this knowledge and just this amazing ancient text, and being able to, those individuals who find it and able to translate it's just amazing, because for me it's more truthful, because that's how it was thousands of years ago. And I feel like nothing is being hidden here. Let me do a calibration on this book. So 740, not bad. Zen Roots. The next book or card set I got, which does have a book, is called Numerology Book and Card Deck. For those of you who don't know numerology, numerology is more of using numbers guiding you through what you want to read and what you want to see and what you're vibrating at the time in your life. And I was introduced to numerology way back in 2011, and it's just amazing, because there's people who use tarots, there's people who use I Ching, there's people who use, so this is another way of using number energy. I'm excited to read this and do some card deck. I'm not too familiar hardcore with numerology. I do know the concept of it, so that's why I picked this up. Again, it was just showing up in the store, and I decided to pick it up. Also, I will also do a 5 top deck cards that I have. Also, if you have not yet, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications really helps get this to more people who need it, or who are interested in this topic, to help brighten their mind, to brighten their life, and brighten their world. Subscribe now. And the last book I got was, there is a bookmark in here. This is a cool card for my wife. I found it in one of my books, because again, this book haul was on my birthday. I heard that people don't want stuff on their birthday, they want experiences. She gave me the experiences of, you know, going out, eating out. The stuff that I do like are books, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, I digress. The last book I got on this haul is called The Freemasons, Ancient Brotherhood Revealed. Again, this stuck out to me a lot. For those of you who's been on my channel before, I used to be part of an organization called the Global Information Network. Lots of good stuff, lots of good energy, really learned. That was just like the beginning of my knowledge of what secret societies learn. And a lot of times it's just a fraternal or sorority type of like mindset. It's just hanging out with like-minded people, thinking about what we want the best in life and how to energetically help increase the world's vibration. So Freemasons is good. The book, for some reasons, okay, I'm not judging, but I did do an energetic feeling of the organization. Maybe not back then, but right now, and like the book. Not so much, actually, let me do the calibration of the book. But when I did the Freemasons, it was around 460, which is not too bad. It is above the feelings of acceptance. And I believe it was, the vibration is there. It's just not as high as different, I guess, spiritual books I've read. But let me do one on this one. So yeah, so 450. So the organization alone is 460, but this calibrated 450, most likely because they're talking about Freemasons. Anyways, this book is so good. It's good so far because you're learning this Freemasons. It's more of, when I'm reading it, they were, I guess certain organization religions were against them in the past, but a lot of those who were more in royalty, like King Edward VII, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, they were all part of the Freemasons. It was just very interesting to read. It was mostly just men dominated, and which, you know, back then I understand. I just feel like it's there, but there are other higher organizations trying to help better the world. Because this is more of just, I think they just want to keep it within themselves. But anyways, I wanted to read that. Thank you for watching my book haul. See you in the next book haul.